employees ordered to return to the office 5 days a week. President Trump's executive order directs all federal agencies to end remote work, quote, as soon as practical. WBZ's Laura Hakely shows us how this could impact the Boston area.
Federal workers must return to the office in person.
President Trump's following through on his campaign promises just hours into the start of his second term, ordering federal workers back to the office 5 days a week.
I think that'd be great.
A win for Boston businesses sitting steps away from the O'Neill Federal Building, home to agencies including the Department of Homeland Security, State, and the Social Security Administration.
I remember, when
I could see why. I could see why immediately. Because it's going to bring more business to them. All right. They're not going to just be getting DoorDash orders because it's not as busy. But now they got people going to work right across the street from them. They're going to get constant business, especially during lunchtime. But that was a big bill that President Trump signed. And, in one way, I gotta call him back. In one way, I feel kind of bad for the workers because, they've been working from home this whole time. They're thinking that, everything is good. They're going to be working home for the rest of their lives. Life is sweet. Life is sweet for them. They probably was working in Hawaii while they was, you know what I'm saying? Like they were probably living it up. But now them having to come back to their normal everyday coming in the office, it's going to be an adjustment, but I think it's a good one too. Honestly, I think people should be going into an office if they have to, especially if you're working for the government. I would think that that should be a good thing. I mean, if you can get the job done from home some days, cool. But it's the government. Let's be in. Waiters have to come in to their job and show up. Chefs have to come in and show up every day. Carpenters have to show up every day in person. Scientists, doctors have to show up in person. Why not you? Let's continue.
when the pandemic happened and how things were very different.
Hurricanes manager Jeff Morbiket says Celtics and Bruins bring big business, but it's the daily workers the areas missed the most.
They were the ones that would show up, come in for a little while, even if it was an hour, hour and a half before they were catching their train.
According to the Congressional Research Services, Massachusetts has roughly 25,000 federal civilian employees. Their representatives condemning the decision to return to work, claiming there are more private sector workers at home than federal.
During the pandemic, I worked in clinical research.
For years, Larissa wasn't required to work in an office, saving her time and money.
It would cut down on the cost.
She feels for her friends in federal offices unprepared to return to in-person work.
I have some friends who have kids. It is difficult for them to find childcare since it is so expensive.
But for Jeff, the return means more than just money. He says it's people in these offices that contribute to the fabric of the community.
Even as much as it is a city, it's still a neighborhood. There's something to be said for having the liveliness of it.
Now, despite the fact that this order does require all federal employees to return to work full-time, it also stipulates that department heads can determine if there are workers who are exempt, though it's unclear what those exemptions could be. In Boston, Laura Hakely, WBZ News.
Hey, that's not a bad idea. Honestly, I know a lot of people are going to be sick, especially in Boston, because it's cold outside right now, especially in the wintertime, baby. It's cold outside. But it is what it is, you know. I personally, I have to go into work every single day. So it's nothing new to me. You know, they used to have to go into work every single day. It's really nothing new to them. They're just gonna have to adjust back now to going into work, which is, to me, honestly, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's not the worst thing in the world. I get it. Childcare is expensive. Everybody got to pay for childcare, whether you're from staying home or not. Everybody got to figure out something when it comes to that. And just getting out, socializing, seeing people, talking to people every day is a good thing. Like, I understand this. I'm a homebody. I like to be home. Yes, I do like to be home. But going out to work and talking to different people and, you know, having different conversations, gaining friendships or just different relationships with people, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. Shoot, it actually makes you a better person. You're not a weird. Like, honestly, I'm not saying that all you guys that work at home are weird. I'm just saying it doesn't make you a weirdo to go into work and talk to people. All right, you can do the job at work. Anyways, let me know y'all thoughts, because I know a lot of people might be sick about this. I'd really like to know y'all thoughts about this in the comments. Hit that like button. If y'all are new, hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys for tuning in. Until next time, it's your boy Dgotsauce. Peace.